JB, I know you might not have had a really full-scale practice yet, but do you have any feel for where Malik's at this point?
His conditioning's a work in progress. Obviously, he's still recovering, and we feel like he's getting there. And good day of working yesterday for him. And tonight he's going to get some run. So probably somewhere in the third quarter, somewhere in that area, second half, we're going to get him some run, see what he looks like. And then I'll have a better feel after tonight.
You mentioned before the first game that you didn't anticipate using anybody for more than 20 minutes Saturday night. Would you expect something similar tonight or anything different?
I'm going to try to bump it up a little bit, a few more minutes for those guys tonight. Probably 22 to 25 minutes tonight. So maybe one more run there in the third quarter, extend it a little bit. But I'd guess 22 to 25 is where I'm targeting tonight.
Danny, go ahead.
Coach Dane Thompson with the three-point conversion. What is the starting lineup looking like for tonight? And with Malik getting his minutes tonight, does that change how you're going to do the rotations, or are you still going to kind of get more of the guys in that are about 12 to 17 towards the end of the game tonight?
Yeah, same starting group tonight. Similar rotation to last game. Malik will take up some minutes there in the second half, starting somewhere in the third quarter. We'll get him some minutes, some run. And then I just got to feel it out, see how long he can go per stretch. I'd guess no more than 5-minute stretches for him to start.
Thanks, Coach.
Rod, go ahead.
Hey, JB, Rod Boone here. Just
Yes, sir.
looked like on Saturday, I think there was a couple times when Biz put his arm around LaMelo and kind of just gave him some veteran wisdom. Just wondering, how important is that, do you think, for Melo to have somebody like Biz around to be able to do that for him when you need him to?
Yeah, it's been great. It's so funny. I look in huddles sometimes. I'm talking on, showing a film, and I look behind me, and those two are hugging behind me, arms around each other. I love what I'm seeing, the partnership there, the mentorship. That's huge for LaMelo, his growth. But he's very engaging. He wants it. He loves that connection with his teammates, with his coaches. Obviously, Biz is one of those guys that's willing to embrace that role and mentor a young player like this. And so it's a great relationship. I get a kick watching them, from afar, but it's not the first time I've seen that.
Let's go to Sam Perley next.
Hey, JB, hope you're doing well. Looking back, I know the turnovers you weren't pleased with Saturday, but ball movement, you guys assisted on 75% of your field goals. What did you think about the shots you were getting on the offensive end?
Yeah, our metrics were good last game. After studying the film, looking at the numbers, a couple of things stood out to me. Our pace, our possessions last game would have been our highest possessions all of last season. Our passes last game would have been the highest last season by far. So our passes were up, our possessions were up, our shot profile was where I want it, at the rim, at three. And obviously from the free throw line, we shot 41 free throw attempts. Our defensive metrics were good as well, 36 points in the paint. They only had 2 second chance points, I believe 4 offensive rebounds. That's big for us. So protection of the paint and gang rebounding was really good for us. We got to continue that tonight. The problem was the turnovers, bottom line, like you said. I mean, just sloppy, turnovers, a little bit of their pressure, a little bit of our decision-making. So the metrics last game were pretty solid in our favor other than the turnovers. So, and they made some threes. There's things that we're going to have to adjust on tonight as far as the three-point line, but those are things I think we can clean up as well as the turnovers.
Richie, go ahead.
Hey, JB, this is Richie. I could be mistaken, but on Saturday, it felt like your substitution patterns were more wholesale, not a lot of mixing and matching. Was that by design? And then are we also going to see that again tonight?
Yeah, I'll try to get a little more specific tonight. I'm going to try to get a little more detailed in the substitution patterns, looking at some different combination. It was a little more wholesale last game because of the conditioning I wanted to get them in. I wanted them to go some full 5 to 6 minute runs, which forces guys to stay on the floor a little bit more together. So I'm going to try a little bit different of a pattern tonight, get some different combinations. I think you could see us starting the second quarter small again. I think that was a good lineup for us to check again. But I'll mix it up a little bit more tonight. I'll be a little bit more selective on the groups and how they look tonight.
All right, very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Does anyone else have any more questions for Coach? Richard?
Yeah, Coach, has the goals changed? I mean, obviously you got 4 preseason games. You still thinking in terms of you want to back off the minutes in games 3 and 4 and be ready for December 23rd, or is there a difference in that?
Yeah, I'm taking it one game at a time. I really, my gut says now I got to play these guys a little bit more. That we haven't played in 9 months. We have not played together. This is all new for us. So my goal is to push the minutes a little bit more tonight. Going into it, I would have said game 3, we would have probably backed down, but and maybe not played everybody, but that could change, and that's subject to change after tonight's game. My guess is that our guys will play all 4 games now moving forward. And that could change, like I said, based on what I see tonight and how we come out of it conditioning-wise and health-wise, that could change. But my gut says we need to play all 4 games.
Awesome. Anyone else?
We just haven't played together, guys. I mean, this is all new for us. We haven't played in 9 months, and like I'm learning. The more I watch them, the more I learn. I think we just got to keep putting them out there, trying to get different combinations, and it's a quick turnaround. And so I think we need some more minutes together on the floor.
Okay. Thank you so much, Coach.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.